Welcome to the podcast, Martin and Dolv.
Thank you.
The big conversation on the podcast. I have been trying to have more conversations with people that are very close to me, and lucky enough, you guys came in time. That is why I hijacked your idea and decided to make you guys have this conversation. I believe that if we start having conversations.
We're going into deep, man. We're being spiritual.
No, being emotional. I want you guys to get an idea where I'm starting the conversation from. But yes, I believe that if we really have conversations on a level where we even know each other from beyond, because I've tried it with people who I've seen online, their opinions. Sometimes, I don't want to say I get disappointed, but sometimes I'm shocked that how people tweet is not like how they speak. So I want to experiment more with having conversations with people that are close to me.
People that don't tweet?
No, people that are close to me. Again, welcome to the podcast. Yeah. So, you guys can first tell me about... First talk to me.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up? We need an intro, man. The guy already knows me. Okay. So why? Okay. Man, I'm just a normal guy. I have nothing to say.
Okay.
I'm just an ordinary person, like you've said.
Yeah. So we're going to, first of all, we will start. Do you guys know we've lost a general?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel? Like genuinely, how do you feel about losing a general? And you can speak your mind.
General. How do you feel, man? General, man, you guys are being so serious, man.
Oh, we're going to get serious. But how I want to see how you guys like genuinely feel like. Let me tell you guys how I feel. Yeah? I don't feel anything about it. Yeah, but then I feel like we are such an outrageous society. And previously, some people in government have passed on and have felt like I have needed to shit on them. But then, with time, you see, we're supposed to like develop with time and grow. So
and outgrow some things.
Yeah, and outgrow some things. I feel like right now the outrage is unnecessary. It's a culture we are putting there. Like, you know what? Some people just have some time. They're going to die. And they're going to move on. Why don't people expect people to die?
Who doesn't expect? Who doesn't expect everyone?
Everyone. People get shocked. Like when people die, like you.
No, it's just that in Uganda, people just celebrate these certain people when they die because of certain reasons, which are clearly seen by people.
And that's kawaii.
Have you celebrated someone's death?
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't celebrate someone's death because, man, that's where I'm heading. And
exactly.
I'm going to lose a loved one. That person really has people that love them. Yeah. But then I'm not going to act like it's like something that has put an impact on me. It's just another day, man. People die. That's what people it is to me. People die. And even me, I'm going there. He has just gone there earlier than me. You understand? So, man, I just don't feel any type of way about anything.
Okay.
Because it is what it is.
So you wouldn't celebrate someone's death?
No, man. Not even my enemy. Because, man, it's like fighting a dead person. You're fighting someone who is not going to reply to you or like counter-attack you or defend himself.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So celebrating a dead person is... We are all going to die, man. So what the fuck is that celebrating?
So imagine some guy who told you yesterday, I'm going to kill you. And then the guy dies before you. Would you celebrate that day?
I'll be like, oh, I've survived. Because he has died before me.
You know, I've gone back to that. By the way, yeah, that shit you're saying, Dolv, I've gone back to it. So I was listening to like the whole media clip. Then I've trying to remember, because you see, this is like a production house,
yeah.
So we shot some content with people, and it gets out of, like, you can get a clip and it gets out of context, yeah. So first of all, as a security minister, in my opinion, he had to give a statement at that time.
And he was doing his job.
Yeah, and he was doing his job. Now, and the statement says, police has a right, like he was trying to quote some shit, like, yo, in terms of like chaos, these are like the precautions. This is how extreme it can get. If you guys say that, yo, because also, don't forget, we as people power guys, we had brought so much power on these guys. So it was out of hand. It was out of hand. So I feel like he was just doing his
job. He was wrong for that.
People are right to feel the way they're feeling.
He was wrong for that because a child lost their life. A child, I believe, a 12-year-old boy lost their life. So it's something bad that you to say when someone has lost a kid, something that you say the police has a right to shoot. Yes, it was wrong at that time, but then at the end of the day, he was still doing his job.
At several times, he has been quoted.
Yeah, several times,
speaking on
but then,
on the
like I've said, right
country.
now, he's not here to defend himself. So it's pointless to even bring him up.
Alright.
So just
that
rest
was like
in peace, man.
To get you guys
I'll drink one for him.
How shaky the conversations can get.
But you celebrate his death, right? Those people. Continue. No, I'm saying.
Who, me?
Mark.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think
It would be pointless.
It's pointless to celebrate.
It's so pointless to celebrate someone's death, man.
Yeah.
So pointless.
Like, yo,
because this guy has kids, man.
And stuff.
You know, he's a monster to
and
you.
Me, I'm even friends too. Like, I do like some business with the children. So
that's what I was going to say. He may be a monster to you, but this guy has kids.
And that doesn't take away that he has done some bullshit or says done some
bullshit. Everyone has their own
But I'm
past,
saying
man.
everyone has
fucked up at some point.
But
we can just
fucking up is on another level, man.
But is he the worst you've seen?
No.
Is he the worst you've seen?
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone has their own body.
What would you choose? To spread more love or to spread more hate?
Definitely love, man. Why would you spread hate?
I mean, it really depends because you see
there's nothing like it depends, man.
You see, when politics really enters things,
yeah,
that's when you go deep, and then shit starts like touching us emotionally because that's politics is connected to how we live our daily lives.
That's
so,
true.
So we start getting emotional and shit. So when it comes to politics, things with politics, that's where now it gets mixed up now with people are now, because now people are bringing like their anger from something totally different.
2020.
And it's like, yo, fuck this government.
Yeah, but that's sad. Yeah, but that's a standing thing. Fuck this government. It needs to do better. Really
so much better, bro. Like, no, it can never even make this shit up. Like, let it just go. Like, and they tired. Anyway, that's a story for another time. So what were you saying again?
So you guys come onto the podcast because we are introducing. You guys have a podcast concept, the Aftermath podcast.
Yeah, the Aftermath podcast.
This is a chance we have. We first talk about the idea, then I'll tell you what is more realistic with podcasting in my experience, but I need to first listen to your idea, and maybe I can just talk on it.
Let this man go.
Ideas.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Because you don't make good idea. Okay, let me tell you something. I was just there one evening.
Yeah.
I got a message from my guy and he was like, man, we should do something. We should do a podcast. And he was like, you have to bring up some ideas. What?
Yeah.
So that's when we started brainstorming here and there. Then the Aftermath came up. We didn't really have a solid plan for it. Like, the topics to talk about and stuff like that, but we wanted to have a podcast that talks about normal stuff. That is normal, not normal stuff like normal stuff we have been told, because there is normal stuff that we have been told. You have to be married, you have to go through school and what. So we want to talk about the realistic stuff, the stuff that really happens.
Just vibes.
Yeah.
The stuff that really happens
in this generation,
like that Umune stuff.
No.
Like what stuff that has happened? No, give me examples. Like I want to understand this idea.
Okay, the Umune thing is also
it's stuff like you smoke a J and talk about it like we've just done.
Man, I just feel like those guys bring a bad aura. Yeah? They bring some bad energy
away from them.
So you just have to let them be, man. Just leave them on their side. Let's just be on this side.
I think they have come for us on the gate.
Man, they will fetch us. And man, there's no way to hide, man.
So, topics like which what?
That's the thing. Now, first throw up topics.
Yeah, Dolv, come through with the idea. No, like with the aftermath.
Podcast. But you see a podcast, we looked at different kind of podcasts, and we were like, man, everyone who comes up with a podcast is more like too focused. Like people come like with programmed stuff. Like let's talk about this. This is how you're going to answer this. This is how you're going to do this. And then first we're like, man, how about we just do a podcast whereby we sit down and we pretend as if we're in an everyday life, like no cameras, no microphone, nothing. Yeah. And we're just there as us. So how are we going to have and create that environment and have that kind of conversation?
Of the normal conversations we have.
Like we're in a room, in a bedroom, and we're talking.
Yeah. So first of all, some normal conversations are not so normal when it comes to publishing.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to put that in. So how are you going to make sure there are normal conversations if you can't talk about some things just because you just can't?
I think.
Yet there will be normal conversations.
You have to check out the rules of the.
Or you could choose not to publish where they ban them, and still keep the normal conversations. Say, are you guys homophobes?
Personally, I'm not. Are you?
Be careful answering the question.
Personally, I'm not.
It's a very sensitive.
It's a sensitive matter.
Are you guys homophobes? Do you think you're homophobes? Do you think it's a bad thing to be a homophobe?
It's nigga laughing.
And don't be a celebrity. You should know that some of the
he's the musician actually, so you should know that.
Could come back to bite you, good or bad.
That's why I'm just laughing now. But I'm thinking of the things I may say now.
Like I told you, man.
So
we
again,
just have to
just that. You see how hard it is to like answer that question. Like fuck the dynamics, whether it's love or what. But you see how hard it is to answer that question.
For people,
imagine. No. It's for everyone.
Yeah,
for most people, for everyone. Because but then remember our societies. For them, we have
actually
a different arrangement. Yeah, we are like it's okay to feel the way we feel, or to like, of course we're required to like grow and learn to unlearn some stuff, but sometimes it's okay to feel the way we feel about some stuff.
Yeah, it's normal, it's okay.
And we talk about it ignorantly or not, even just on online conversations, you can see it. So that's one complication you would see with a podcast.
But you know, with that complication, like whenever you're trying to have a conversation and then you come up with such a narrative, like it's automatically you're going to leave away the big issues and you're going to give people the same stuff they've had over and over, and the opinions are going to be covered up and there'll be less honest opinions. I think like Andrew.
What is saying?
But can you?
This guy had to bring up 100 words. But what he said is right. People, the thing about answering the question you asked, people nowadays fear giving their opinions because of, I think, cancel culture or something like that.
Yeah.
Because people feel some type of way. You're going to say a statement, and 10 different people are going to take it 10 different ways, and sometimes people just feel like they can't explain themselves to everyone, man.
Do you feel like cancel culture is relevant? Do you feel like the values they represent?
For some people, it is, man. For some people,
to you. No, first forget some people.
First of all,
to you guys.
You know the cancel culture doesn't really work in Africa.
Doesn't work in Africa. Doesn't work everywhere. Because
Africa, we never really cancel.
There are some people that get in line when things get hot online.
I mean, you still listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah, bro.
Also the guy. Those guys don't listen to him. But for us,
people listen to him.
Like the music
didn't just still play him.
Like the music didn't pee on the chick. So
yes. Let me tell you, there are people that you can't be loved by everyone. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
You can't be loved by everyone. So man, if there are people that don't play his music, there are people that definitely do.
Yeah, but I think
Because that gay is
but I think
so
the
talented.
cancel culture just doesn't work in Africa though. Different like Africans, you can sit there and then cancel someone because of
Something he has done.
No, because we have a lot of
Our cancel culture comes with no. Our cancel culture is
a video,
Yeah.
a music video I think today, and his chick that the people claim that he slapped and beat and everything. She's
People
a
don't
vixen.
claim.
She's a vixen in the video.
Yeah, but that's
And we are watching the video. The video has how many? I don't know. Like it's just hours, and it has like.
That's PR. That's
headlines.
Like, why did you cancel the thing?
Yeah, people don't.
This is the thing I'm telling you.
Culture, like his music.
Does cancel culture really work?
It works when you're gay. Keiko was cancelled. Why are you laughing? Keiko was cancelled.
Who cancelled Keiko?
Keiko was cancelled, man. She went out of the country. Cancel culture doesn't work when people. I'm telling you the truth, man. In Africa, people kill people and it's still normal. People beat women and it's still normal. People are thieves and it's still normal. But you come out and say you're gay, you're going to be burned alive. So cancel culture has.
Who is this?
We have cancel culture. Cancel culture is everywhere, man.
This
It's just what
Julie
about.
Mutesasira.
Who plays Julie Mutesasira's music now?
But I mean,
I bet you
I've never heard
everyone
their music.
talks.
I've never heard their music. Oh, yeah.
What? I've heard.
I knew her music when I was
I knew her music as I was growing.
music.
Yeah, she had some good gospel music.
She
And I
was
was even-
an
I'm not even
outstanding.
Christian.
Was it gospel music?
Gospel music. She had gospel
She
music.
was
and
outstanding
good,
gospel
bro.
music. Yeah, she really had. And you know how gospel music like would be like the daily motivation you'd get. Like now, like to us, they could probably be like a maid. So you'd not skip her songs. She was one of those top chicks singing. But okay, besides the whole,
But people are cancelled because of that, man.
What does it
maybe that shines out
What does it
because
matter?
yeah, because even our leaders are.
No, I'm trying to tell you that cancel culture is there.
So
but it's about
The
what?
homophobic culture is strong.
No. Cancel culture. He was saying we don't have cancel culture in Africa, and I'm saying we have cancel culture in everywhere. It just depends about what. Europe and Asia, it may be about something
We don't.
else.
If we had
but
cancel
here,
culture, and you're saying people are cancelled because they are gay, that would mean that we would not be seeing exactly people like Sauti Sol coming here to perform. Look at all these top guys.
I think you see actually.
But
Think
think
about
about
it. I think Ugandans we just
Don't cancel.
we just hate it when it's our people. But when it's other people, it just feels cool. So Sauti Sol, they come out and they're gay, and you're like,
Inside.
yeah.
I just feel like ever since those guys announced that,
Did people really cancel Keiko?
Keiko?
Did people really cancel Keiko?
what happened to her then? What
I think
happened to her
it's
music?
her going away, then having the drug problems going on, and you know people also have so much stigma around.
What
that.
made her go
It's
away?
harder to cancel actually female gays.
It's
Yeah,
those
Yeah,
guys are really-
that's also something.
guys are always on that lesbian vibe.
Guys are always on that
They're
kinky shit.
what?
They want to see two babes scissoring. What? So a guy is horny and he's like, two babes, it's okay. But two guys, nah, that's nasty. And you're like, man, they're all gay, it's all nasty. But
Do
then,
you?
man,
Don't you think
we are still Africans at the end of the day.
that's an issue of how pornography has penetrated the market,
Yeah. I feel like that's also
and it's like
A
a target
factor.
to like African.
It's
Like
a
you
factor.
see, let's say like ebon pornography. Yeah, it's
man,
What is a
mashup? Don't tell me you don't know Ebony. The black babies. Isn't that the black babies?
that's why that is there.
Yeah.
You'll go and search for it, man.
What is it?
What are you saying? It's black babies,
It's a website.
basically. No, man.
No, like a
It's
category.
like a category.
category of
Like
porn.
you'd say
So-
Japanese MILF.
That's when you look at the data, that's what most people here watch. So people really think it's okay to like if you randomly run a thread on Twitter on like threesomes of male, female, male.
Yeah.
Guys would rather choose female, male. What would you choose, Dolv?
Female, male.
Obviously, you choose female.
What are you
man.
saying, obviously, man? You don't know the man's sexuality.
Oh, you need to No, man.
But
Anyway.
but obviously, every guy would choose.
You can't speak for every guy, man. So speak for yourself.
Okay, the majority.
No,
Yeah, I
speak
think the
for yourself.
Majority would choose.
Anyway, the most I've interacted with have gone for female, male, man. And it's understandable. But then, it's just sexualized, the whole lesbian thing.
Okay. How
It's
so?
so sexualized by the men. Like you've said, men are just horny and they just want to see two babes scissoring. But they can't swallow the fact that two men can. Let's leave that topic, man. Let's just go on.
What were we talking about before we went to this topic? Please remind me, what were we talking about?
But first wait. Even before we leave that topic, it's like you know, remember when we were back in school?
Yeah.
And then like the girls would walk around like holding their hands and shit. And then we look at
It was so normal.
but the dances and everything,
Girls
can dance together.
Girls can dance together, and it's
But that's still normal. Now that's masculinity. How we feel as men. We just don't feel like we need to hug.
There's a book.
There's a book. Because even now girls dab each other in the clubs. You always see that.
Society,
Some
that's-
beautiful
you see-
babies.
By the way,
are
me, I
just
went to a
dancing.
single boys school.
Yeah.
So guys could dab each other.
Oh, bro. Damn.
Yeah. And some guys would. Guys could dab each other. Like in the dance, like guys could have
If
their
you feel
dance strokes.
yourself with your friend, man.
Dab is crazy. Saying that, what does dab mean? Like,
Like
do you have to like
grabbing,
grab
just-
yourself?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know there's
Like, but guys could dance with each other.
You know there's dancing in the
Yeah, you always dance
and
with
then there's a guy in the middle,
Then
and
there
it's
is
like the main stroke.
Then there is a guy holding your waist and
then there's a guy holding
and
your
you
waist.
whining and him.
I know that's
Grabbing
not that
onto
whining
you,
shit.
right?
Of course, no, it wasn't that whining shit. But what would that be a problem? If some guy is whining, some guys know how to whine. Don't you watch music videos?
No. Anyway, it's okay for some people, well and good. Like I said, you can't speak for everyone. Speak for only yourself.
Do you feel like you
I
guys
don't
have
feel
answered my first question in the
What?
conversation we've had?
Which
like,
one?
I guess
Are we homophobic? This one did answer.
from this conversation, do you think they can walk away with that answer like, yo, Dolv and Martin just couldn't say it, but this is their perspective?
No, this is an unrooted guy, so you just know where he falls.
But back to the idea,
What
like
the
away from, you see, that is how normal conversation could get. Plus the things we really feel like, you know what, this is going to oppress some people, and we get it out. So if that's involved in a world where there are those rules, and where we're like nothing, it's not like we have so many numbers in the USA and you're already a superstar, and you're saying
Like what you say doesn't matter.
for cancel culture to affect you. Like you see, if females decided today to like cancel a guy because he has said some misogynistic shit, it's easy for them to be cancelled because we have very little numbers. It's not like the US, it's so much, like there's so many to. That is why it's very hard to have very
There are
normal
more women on the
conversations.
internet typing and all that. That's true.
Are there more women on the internet?
Yes,
With
definitely.
men buying them data or?
What do you mean with men? Do you mean women can't buy their own data?
didn't say that.
You say men buying them
I
data.
didn't say that.
I'm just saying, like the ratio of men to women definitely are more on the phones and typing. You cannot see
don't
it.
have
You
what?
can't even see it with our friends.
What
yeah?
you
You have
insinuating that
someone
men
has a
have
Twitter
not women?
account. No, I'm just saying that men are not into all that. Like he's going to go and check out what's trending and all, and he just laughs it off with his friends. But women are going to give their opinion and all that.
So you're saying if I give my opinion a lot, I'm a woman?
No, that's not what. No, that's what I was saying about opinions. Everyone just takes it differently, and it's so crazy.
But is it really bad to have our opinion? But you guys want to start a podcast that has random opinions?
Everyone has to have their opinion, man. Like we are so many. How many billions of people are we in this world? Everyone has to have their own mind. We can't all be stuck together. If everyone thinks the same, then we can't even move forward. Okay. Everyone has to have their own mind. You think for yourself. So everyone has to have an opinion. How people take it is now up to you. You want to see how people take it and how you will be treated.
How
It's
do
up
you
to
take in feedback, you as Martin? From
Man, that's why I don't post a lot and shit like
do you
that.
feel
Okay.
feedback?
I do. Yes,
How
man.
do you handle feedback?
By the way, words are
Let's first have this
crazy. They
conversation
can
with
mess
this
with
man.
you.
Him, like our feedback on, let's say you release music, from artwork to videos to all that stuff. I also know we have made some videos for you, so we made them at like a junior level, so you don't expect feedback to be crisp. So how do you handle your feedback? Yours,
Like feedback after, like from the fans, or like after releasing the music.
yeah, all the feedback from the fans, from producers, or all that stuff. Like, do you ever get feedback from like your producer if you're in the studio and they give you feedback on the song? Can they tell you it's bad, but then you go on with
But
it?
you see, any creative, before they create anything, or even anyone who creates anything before they create something,
Yeah.
and when they create it, they automatically think, yo, this is the shit. Like, I'm the one who created it. Like, everyone expects something. Like, it's like every artist, when you release a song, it's a hit to you. Like, no one else will tell you shit. Like, for you, you know it's a hit. So, if it really doesn't turn out the way you expect it, or maybe the producer can come up and tell you, like, yo, or let me say, like, you produce music, and then someone from outside comes out and it's like, yo, this is not it. But you, as an artist, when you were creating the music straight away, to it's a hit, you even made plans. I want to shoot a video in Dubai. I want to go in London, what. You play it for your friends. They're like, yo, G, what is this?
Do you really get those friends who say, "What is this?"
Yeah, yes, of course. Actually, there are people that surround myself around.
I do not know how easy it would be for me. Like, how easy do your friends understand music to that level? Because by the time someone is giving you that feedback, at least they can quantify it. They can tell you, maybe I don't like the production. Because just saying that, yo, what is this?
Yeah. But me,
Yeah.
me, if you really notice, all the people around me are music fanatics. Okay, they love music. Everyone around me usually loves music. If you don't love music, I don't know what you're talking about. But everyone around me is either into music, production, anything anything in that line.
Yeah.
Either fashion, production, and everything. It's very rare for me to find someone that really...
And from the fans?
from the fans?
Yeah, like comments when you go to like you have quite a huge following and stream on Spotify. Let's say, I don't know if there's commenting on Spotify. But
Of course, every fan that is going to comment is going to comment. Is going to come on and say, "Yeah,
on a dope vibe."
Yeah, everyone's going to be on a dope vibe because by the time they look for you,
I go into some comments on YouTube and okay, there are like 1 million people, but there's a guy with his thread.
of course,
Telling you how you're
Those guys that have something to say,
There's
man.
a guy with his own perspective that's very different. And yeah, if you give him time, like, but when you, because first of all, he has taken his time to really describe how shit your song is and how you shouldn't be singing about some shit and how you're just wiseacking. Like, let me say you release the song and some guy tells you, why you're very ignorant about this, why even singing about it first, like some stuff like that. If he comes at you from that angle of
You don't know what you're talking about.
you don't know what you're doing and what you're talking about, how would you take that?
But you see, actually, me that's what I pray for because once you start getting those comments, just know you're going somewhere.
It's like people are giving you that
Yeah,
attention.
people are giving you attention. But right now,
Do people now still have time to give music that attention? And people promote it in a way. Look at like the Nigerians. Is it Marvin? It releases an artist with a whole EP.
yes.
And then promotes it to the very best.
Yeah.
Like, there's no chance to hate. Everything is going to be good because they're going to put Ed Sheeran what? Everything is going to be good. Okay, in that moment, because of the hype. Hype is, people are just, their attention spans are so low, so they'll just move with the flow. Like, man, I'm listening to Omale because Omale is hitting. I don't care if I like him, his type of vibe, his type of style, but because it's uncool not to listen to Omale at this time or whoever, I'm just hypothetically.
especially at the end of the day, it's money, man. It's money. Those guys really put in a lot of money in their music production. You saw that. I think the money I can see.
Yeah, but do you feel like now people give the attention to detail to what they're singing about, what cause, or it's...
I think Ugandans are a different thing. Ugandans, the doper you are, the more they like you. The more dope shit you do, the more they will like you. Shoot expensive videos. Work with, have all the showbiz and everything. I think that explains why the Chameleons and Bobby Wine are actually big until now. Because of their showbiz. And their showbiz was all about who was the flashiest car, who has flown in a private jet,
Who was the baddest wife?
Who was the... So Ugandans...
Who do you think had the baddest wife though? That time, Martin? Bobby Wine, Bebe Cool, Chameleon. Time, Chameleon, all Daniel.
I think Bobby Wine, man.
Who would you smash?
No, it's not about...
The celebrities,
those
man.
are people's wives.
No, but the celebrities, I would still want to say out.
Those are people's
The
mothers.
celebrities. You can
The
do whatever you
celebrities.
want, man.
The celebrities.
They are women.
But okay, to you. Are you saying Bobby?
Without smashing, as a wife,
Yeah.
No,
I think it
who
would be
you
Bobby.
smash? First. Would.
Yeah.
Smash Bobby.
Without smashing.
What do you mean
I would
without
smash none. But wifing, I think Bobby is the real deal, man.
Why Bobby?
Because man, you can see what she has made out of her husband.
What has she done?
What has she done?
What
has she done?
advance?
Man is president, my guy.
President of what?
President.
The podcast.
Anyway, let's leave that. We are not talking about
We
that.
agreed not to what? Spread fake news.
Okay.
So, calling someone president when they're not president.
But he's president of the ghetto. He has been president of the ghetto. Everyone has called him president of the ghetto since I was a
That's why
baby.
you're proud. That's why you're proud of the wife for making him a president.
No.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying.
Bro.
Anyway, I would still wife that.
Okay,
Bobby.
that bitch. That's what you wanted to say.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
We'll cut that out.
Tungo.
So, still,
I didn't say
we
you were
dropped
good
into all that stuff when we're still talking about how unrealistic your podcast is. But let's no, I'm not saying it's unrealistic. I'm telling you that to really bring out something like that. But it's first again, tell us the idea because the guys listening in. Expound more on
The man should
conversations.
talk more about the podcast.
What would be like the first episode?
The first episode.
Yeah.
I mean, our first episode would be like talking about random shit. Random things. Sex, relationships. Mostly women, man.
What's there to talk
What's
about
the-
sex?
Like for you, let me ask you the question now.
Yeah.
What do you think your weirdest moment during sex has been?
My weirdest moment during
Yeah.
sex.
Like, could you like remember that moment and be like, yeah, this is the craziest stuff that has ever happened to me?
First, give me like an example in the craziest stuff.
No.
No, like I want to like perspective. No,
Guy, you have to know what you do, man. I don't know what you do.
let me show you. Let me show you some art of conversation for me to understand and give you a real exact experience. Tell me that's now like for me. It was on this night and this happened.
Why are you being clever, man?
This guy is so sharp, and he thinks he's so slick with his moves. No, sir. You have just gotten the picture, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what I'm...
Crazy sexy moment. Having sex with a girl on her period.
That's the craziest that has happened to you.
Yeah, I think. Because then she really forced me to have the sex.
Wow! Wait, what do you mean she forced you?
She begged for the sex.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is another topic.
I tell you how. Have you ever had sex with a girl on her
Have you
period?
ever said no to sex?
Yeah, no, let's say no, just look, man. I'll tell you.
We want to know. Do men say no?
Yes, me, I really say no to a lot of sex, and I don't know if it's like a problem, but I feel like I'm the prize for me to get you in my bed. Yeah, it has to. You have to deserve it. I cannot just bond with you because it's so easy. For me, I like.
Have you ever said no to sex?
Go through my DM. All these bitches are saying, "You come over." I'm just telling you, like. But I'm like, I have to do.
We have understood you. You've said no a couple of times. We are asking the musician.
Have you said no to sex?
You have said no.
Yeah.
You've said no. Have you had some crazy fun mess with you or stalk you?
Martin, you've never said no? Oh yeah, what's your craziest moment?
No, first of all, I've said no to sex people.
Yeah, I think I've said no a lot.
Yeah, I also said. Have you said?
Good. Have you said no to sex?
I would have to remember, but I think most of the times I've said yes. Like, man.
You feel like you want to
women.
have sex with every woman in the world?
No.
That's your goal.
I don't have very many women in my life. So
let me tell you my goal. You see, when I told you my goal is to have sex with like 3 porn stars. I've listed.
Wow.
Yeah, one of my goals in life is to have sex.
Ugandan or non-Ugandan?
No.
Selena.
No.
Mia Khalifa.
Selena.
Fuck Mia Khalifa. But
Okay.
that is one
you have
of
some
those things.
Some that are on your list.
Yeah, I have. Okay. Kendra, Kelsey Monroe.
Kendra, you mean?
Yeah, Kendra last 2 probably.
Kendra last. She's so old.
She's a MILF.
Man, you get
She has a
man. And you don't know these people. Bro, I didn't know these people.
Bro.
Like, these are the people that have raised us, my guy.
What do you mean they have raised? First time.
I'm so wrong for that, man. But yeah, they got us in the game.
This is live and your mom is writing this.
She would never. I don't think she would even pay attention to Kendra last. But yeah. Yeah, I feel like everyone needs. At least you have to know.
So you grew up watching Kendra?
No, but I mean when I was starting my journey, yeah, I had to pick some tactics. And I picked.
When did you first have sex? And why?
When and why?
I think the first time had no reason for everyone.
Fingering count?
No, but the first time there was no reason for everyone.
Does fingering count?
Yes, there was mama and tata, but no,
that wasn't sex. Now we were just cooking. We were just cooking.
We knew, but we still touched.
Nah,
Did you ever
that's for you, man. I tried a lot of kauna and this kakebe and toko, but I can't get into this.
But you know, by that time we're really young, right?
Yeah.
What really?
Where did we get that shit into our mind? Like how?
You mean how?
We
are human beings.
We
No,
grew
our
up single
parents
parents.
well sex when we saw like.
No, we because you see that we didn't really have sex with mama and tata.
Yeah, but we had.
We used to hide out
No,
and like group ourselves. Like this one is mommy and daddy, and they go to their own room and their own space.
Oh, bro, you put it on another level.
I would be like, of course, niggas sneaked. Like niggas are sharp. They
Yeah,
just,
but we were
Like
so
at
young,
7?
like we were so young, right?
Seven,
like how
yeah.
did we really
6.
think of that stuff and all that? Yeah.
But anyway,
we are just designed to like that.
yeah. As human beings,
Yeah, to think of it. That's why we've
yes.
And
Why do you think?
Were we watching a lot of film that were copying a lot? No, we're not even allowed to watch like
Yeah.
soaps.
But soaps, the kissing scenes.
I think by the time of soaps, by the time we're understanding soaps,
The kissing
grown up a
scenes.
bit. But the mommy and daddy and we like guys used to like cook food and everything.
Yeah.
And cook
And have like a
grass.
split room,
And have kids and shit.
and daddy's going. Like guys would, like a guy would drill sales. Like
Ah, bro.
what?
You grew up in a different era. This is 1981, bro. Because you guys were so sharp.
I'm telling
When
you,
I grew up, it
I'm
wasn't
telling
like
you.
that, my guy. But yeah.
it was so much like that, and it's crazy that.
So
That's how
at Mark, at what age did you?
Did I start to have sex? I think I had sex in S4.
Where does everyone have that common number? Many people have that common number.
S4?
S4, yeah.
No, me it was really No, not S4.
UK.
Not S4.
Whoever says S4 is lying.
S4 is when I was caught having sex at home. But when I started having sex from school,
P7.
no.
before.
Something like senior one.
So let me tell you a very interesting story.
In my P4. At
Kampala Academy, I was expelled from the school because I slept in a girl's dormitory. I do not know why. I do not know to this day. Okay, I knew that I really had a crush to this girl. She's called Brenda. Shout out to Brenda. She's now an Instagram model. And she's really beautiful. You should check her out. She's called Brenda Chasimire. But this is what happens. Yeah? I follow this girl to her dormitory. I did not know what I wanted because I don't know if I really wanted sex. Like my mind could not think about sex at that time.
But you followed that to her dormitory.
I followed that to that dormitory. I slept
at
there.
Night?
Yes, at night after
You didn't know that you wanted sex.
Yes, I just followed her because I liked her. I think she had promised to kiss me because this is what girls used to do. After classes, we used to like keep out in class. Then girls come and they undress themselves, like show us their makeup. Like it was a thing to know which panties a chick is putting on.
It's cool.
Kampala Academy in Chisasi. Well, we like this, and it was cool. Like there were cool girls, were cool boys, and it happened. Yeah. But to this day, I do not know what I was doing in the girls' dormitory because nothing happened. They got me in the dormitory in the morning. I slept. Then they called, they said, why would you sleep in a girl's dormitory? And that's how I left the school. Then I went to Louis Navagereka. But I've never understood.
Wait.
So what did you do in the dorm?
Where did you sleep in the dormitory?
And
whose bed did you sleep?
You slept in her bed?
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Nothing.
And her?
Really?
Nothing. Probably we kissed and touched, but I don't remember.
So you're saying you don't know what took you there?
Yes.
Were you on drugs?
Again?
You guys.
This is the only explanation. You're giving us some I went to heaven and spoke to God's story.
What was her Instagram name?
Brenda Chasimire.
And before you are how old?
I was very young. I don't remember how old.
Before we were like
6. No, come on. Yeah, anyway.
They're like 8, 9 years.
Yeah, that happened. So, but to really start having an understanding sex as in S2, S2 VAC. Yeah.
So you first had your sex?
In S2.
First time you had sex was S2 VAC?
Yeah, because I had, but it was oral sex.
Bruh.
Yeah.
S2 VAC. Oral sex in S2.
There's no. I remember the girl said we could not like penetrate because of course of like pregnancy scares. What you could not have a child like in S2.
There are people that have kids when they're 15.
Okay, that's again. One time you're having a child at 16, you're in another world, really.
So,
I think it's not normal.
It's not normal, is it?
Man, for people in certain circumstances.
But people's parents had them at that time. You know, by the time our parents were like 24 years, they had like 3 children.
Yeah.
Or 4.
Their life was different, man.
Their life was so different.
What do you mean?
So different.
What does that mean?
I feel like back they were so strict. Their parents maybe were more strict.
And they didn't even care about. Anyway, some did, but most didn't care about the whole education and all that. So for them, women, most especially girls, mothers, they were just seen as things that can be traded for other things. Is that funny?
I think we're going to have the baddest podcast.
What did he say? Cause, sorry, I'm still checking out the story.
I'm saying our mothers were traded as things. They were like seen as
material.
Yeah, that can be exchanged for something.
So that's why I had kids earlier than
people our generation. Because they couldn't
wait for them to grow
trying
to wipe that out? Have you seen how police is trying to wipe
so much. So very much.
Yeah.
But then it still can't.
No, not like they're trying to wipe it out because it has been there. Memory. I even saw this like guys say that they need like media help. But my whole point was it's still happening. Yeah. We're even lucky there's that case that came out. But there are guys who are bowling like that. Like,
so what do you prefer, having a kid early or late?
Having a kid when you can afford them, man.
What do you mean?
Like, why do we make this so normal that you can have a child when you haven't even planned for them?
When is God will provide. When do you want to have a child? Dolv?
Man, looking back, if I was ever a kid, I think I would have had a kid like at 18. Or even below.
Now you can't.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I'm to look back right now, I would have had a kid like at 18.
Like at 18, you had a lot of sex. You didn't tell us your experiences.
No, not that I had a lot of sex.
Why do you think that you would have a child at 18?
Yeah.
No, that's what I feel like I want right now. Like, I would have had a kid at 18.
So you regret not having a kid at 18?
Yes.
What would you want that
Because
child?
kids are blessings, man. Kids are blessings. So maybe I would have, by now, I would be rich or some shit.
Bro.
The whole thing about that, yeah? The whole thing about the concept about kids are blessings, and it's because when you have a kid, yeah, you work a little bit harder than the rest.
Like that, they're like a push.
Yeah,
So the thing about having,
they're like a push. So when people make more money,
like where it like comes into a blessing is, you know how let's say you got like some inheritance at 18. You lost like a parent or a dad, and you get like you have like a house, and probably get a okay job and get a car.
Yeah.
So what normal society would consider as immediate success, what is okay to achieve, you'd have gotten at such an early age. So it would be so easy for you to like give up and stay comfortable and mediocre. Yeah. You'd probably not even predict that corona is going to come, shit could change around, your sources of income could like go down. But because you don't have this push, and there are two things. You can decide to have a child or have a committed relationship. Yeah? With like a woman with some value. It's almost the same thing, because they still give you, when you have to go back to someone, but chances are when you're with a woman you're going to have a child, because then you're going to be having sex. And people like me believe sex is for procreation. That's why I strain away from sex. The only times I have sex, I get a child out of the sex. So if I'm not willing to have a child with people, I don't just have sex.
So you don't nut?
Well,
so which means
I can watch pornography and nut. That's
so you masturbate.
Yeah, I do. Why, man?
So that's the whole thing. Sex is supposed to be for, because even masturbating is sex.
I still have sex with women.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
masturbating is sex.
Yeah, like I don't want to have casual sex anymore. Like, I've had a lot of casual sex in my life. I've told you, I've been having sex from like S2. So I want the sex to have some meaning now. So it's for procreation.
You're the pig.
Yeah. Okay, again, when I become a billionaire, remember my goal is to bang porn stars. Some 3 porn stars.
Not a braga now.
3, I have them on the list. So, but that is something like you knock off the list. You go, pay them up, bang them, get list what? And it's off, and you move on with your life. But that afterlife of after you've achieved such weird goals.
I think that your son will watch this.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to have children. Like, to be more real with them. And we're supposed to be in wars like that. Like, if I was exposed to the fact that my father has these weird thoughts, I would not expect him to be Superman. Yeah? Mm-hmm. I would not fall back on my worst days to be like, man, I wish my dad had fought on the 70. Now I'd be having a quad.
Man, we all wish, man.
Yeah, everyone wishes someone. Man, guys are bullying. Yeah? With less effort. Like, guys will do it. So you imagine it, you're like, maybe I needed like a real... Tell us, for you. Tell us, what's your situation?
What do you mean by situation? Do we netaka we are no cover. But then, man, it is what it is. I just believe that we are just born in different societies, different environments. We have different resources. It's just where you land. Yeah? No one asks to be born. You can't choose your parents. You can't choose your kids.
If you had to choose your parents, who would you choose?
Of course I would choose the rich parent. Why would I choose?
Who would you choose?
The richest.
Elon Musk.
If it came to that, yeah.
Okay, in Uganda, you choose what? Sudil.
Yeah, man.
You'll be an Indian.
Yes, all the money. Yeah, I will be an Indian with money, man. What the fuck? But then, yeah. But I love my mom, man. Don't get it fucked up. Yeah. But man, anyone. So, the rich people are lucky to be rich. And the broke ones are also lucky to be broke.
How do you... What's like the definition of being rich to you? What does that mean?
Money.
Afford you whatever the fuck you want. And
What's
don't
your
even
plan
have
to get
stress
money?
about it.
What's
I
your plan
still
to get
don't
money?
have one. Right now,
Besides
I'm
the
living.
passion we're doing and what, like, what's the plan to really
Right
get
now,
money?
I'm living. Vijakunsangayo.
That's not a plan.
Yeah, that's not a plan, man. But not everyone has a plan. And that's also...
Don't you think that's important for people to have like plans?
No, imagine.
Luasa was selling
It's so
Senene.
confusing. Like,
Did he plan to have a Land Rover? He was selling grasshoppers.
you know that
Luasa.
Is Russell like your inspiration?
Luasa. No, man.
Who's your inspiration? Because man,
No,
you,
you're getting me.
you have his name off head.
No, of course he doesn't know Luasa, man. Who doesn't know Luasa? You have to know Luasa. I'm Uganda.
Yeah, success. What does that mean to you? Like, how do you imagine it? Like, how do you plan on? Like, do you have a level of when I reach here? This is my definition of success.
This one.
you know, it's
This is
to me success. Let me see what success. Success is to do whatever you love without being held back financially. So, if whatever you love and you're doing it and you feel like you're being held back
And
financially,
you're making money out of it.
and you just feel like you're being held out financially at any point, whether a little bit, whether too much, just know you're not yet successful. To me, that's what success is. So, until I can do whatever I want without being held back, like the way you said your 3-point stats, until I can straight away, you're not yet successful. So, that's what success means. To me, that's the level I want to get, and then I'll be like, yeah, man.
No, successful is laying back and buying whatever you want and affording it.
what do you want to buy?
No,
No, just tell me, like,
Everyday
if
shit,
you had
man.
money, what would you buy today?
I would pull that Hugh Hefner shit.
What would you buy?
Playboy emotion, nigga. But yeah, man, that type of stuff. Like, you just wake up and be like, I want a red Bugatti. Yeah, like 100, and just buy one.
Why do you think
that's success, man?
not a lot of successful people around here have red Bugattis?
They're not really rich,
Because they're rich. Because
but the levels is actually Ugandans. I think it's a Ugandan problem.
but man,
we
people
just-
have them.
The people, the rich people, they just, I don't know whether they're
The
just
actual rich
backward
people.
or they just hustle too much that they didn't envision, like they didn't have like another dream apart from like, after I get this money, I have to buy a Lamborghini, I have to do this, I have to fly to Paris, I have to flex. I think for them it was more of, if I get my money, I shouldn't lose it. That's number one. Number two, I have to construct a house, marry,
My kids
Safety
should
net,
never
don't
suffer.
yeah, safety net. So that's I think that's why you see most rich.
If you got rich, how are you going to behave when you're rich? Let's say factors constant. It's a given you're going to get rich. Like net worth rich, we're going to Google you and we'll know your net worth. How are you going to live differently?
Man, I didn't work that hard. I wouldn't have worked that hard to stay the same person. So I think a lot of stuff would change.
Stuff like what?
Of course, I'd get flashy, buy cars, houses.
Do you think it's important to like get flashy? There's this guy, Mr. Beast. He has the baddest YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He has made millions.
Yeah,
He tried to be flashy. Guys robbed him. Gave up on that.
yeah.
Now he's helping a lot of people with his money. He's a fucking millionaire. He's rich.
Yeah, but you know,
He now lives in like a combo, away from all these fancy stuff, fancy houses, standards of people wearing dope shoes, wearing the latest t-shirts. Cause man, Ken gave me this t-shirt. Probably bought it from wherever he travels, and it was expensive. But me, I just put it on, and I'm kawa. Like, It doesn't matter. He probably had like a feeling, I've unpacked it. It's a Lacoste shirt. It's new. Yeah. But now to me, I'm putting on, it's still a Lacoste shirt and I'm still balling.
Yeah.
So the meaning we give to all this, does it really matter? Should it matter?
But you see that guy's story, I have a feeling it's actually fake. Because that's how he earns his money. Like he pulls up with that story.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be flash and everything. And everyone's going to be like, he helps guys. You give him 5 million, he spends 1 million. He's richer. Then again, he helps.
Actually, yeah.
Then you give him 10 million, he spends 2 million on you broke guys.
You realize all the people that help people are rich. All the people that
said it, man.
do
Like
go fund me, what contribute for this person. They actually do that
to
for
help
themselves.
the poor, you have to be away from them.
Yeah. So they collect that money, like I said, 5 million uses like 2, and the 3 is his or
But
hers.
how, if you're rich, how different would you live? Like, for you, what does it mean to live rich in your perspective?
To live rich.
Yeah, to like live rich. Money is not a limit, is a limitation. Like money is finances. Like if you want to fly out, you can. Like give me an idea of your perfect month. What would you do in a month? In your first month of being rich?
I need to first get the money because I don't even know what to do.
There's a guy who won the lotto.
Yeah.
And the $1 billion lotto. So he got so rich and excited. He pierced. He went for piercings everywhere.
Yeah.
Every bit, and he died in like 3 hours. The billions. He got excited because that's how tricky money can be.
He was white.
Yeah, he was white.
That's why people shit as well.
But me, I think if I got $1 billion, man, I would just fight so hard never to go back into poverty.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
We've had black niggas go back to superstars, footballers.
Yeah.
Get everything taken away from
Yes.
them. So you
But
can't
that
put it
would
on
be
risk.
like my main hustle.
I think
Besides
it's just life,
everything.
man.
Besides everything, that would be my main hustle. Right. Fighting never to go back and to lose that money. Because like I said, man, people will always have something
What
to
if
say.
that's how your life was designed? Like you're going to get money at some point and then you go broke.
Do you believe in fate?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
A fat guy.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you believe in God, Martin?
I don't know, man. That's just another hard question.
What's your definition of a God?
Good. There's really no definition, but I think...
What do you believe in? Like, when you say you believe in God, what do you mean?
I don't think... You see, God was something that was given to us. As everyone that is a superior human being. Or is a superior being or something like that. So all of us, we know God is the most high and everything, right? Or Allah, or like there's that setting. Or,
No, before you speak for all of us,
yes.
speak for you.
Let me see. Good. So I don't really believe in God though. I have like a whole spiritual building around me that I believe in. But it's not necessarily God, but whoever's up there is who I believe in.
You don't know what you believe in.
Yeah. So if I'm talking, like if I'm praying and I'm talking to whoever is listening to me, and then that's the person I'll be believing in, because practically right now I don't know what I believe in.
Martin, do you know what you believe in?
Life and death.
What do you mean life and death? Like
You live, you die.
you live, you die.
Yeah. So it's up to you what you do with your life, man.
What's the worst that you can do with your life?
Anything that doesn't hurt anybody or me
Is that the
and
worst?
makes me happy.
That's
Yeah,
not
man.
the
There are
worst.
so many things.
That's not the worst.
There are so many things that you can do, my guy.
The worst.
Like, the worst doesn't have a limit. You understand me?
Okay.
Because you understand what I'm saying? The worst doesn't have a limit.
I understand that
There
statement.
are so many things.
That's
So,
be the worst.
what ties you down?
Okay.
Personally, there is nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. So as long as it doesn't hurt anybody and it makes me feel good, I'm going to do it.
So how do you survive to live through the next day if you don't believe in a God?
What do you mean?
Do you have hope?
What do you mean hope? I take every day as it comes, man.
Are you ready to die today?
No.
You can die anytime.
For real? Do you feel like you'd
Be honest,
accomplished?
do you really want to die? Because I don't think there's anyone who wants to really die.
There's no one who wants to die, but when it
Exactly.
comes,
So-
and fearing
And people
death
feel like
isn't
if
something.
they just say, "Yeah, I'm ready to die," it's okay. Like,
But is it okay to fear death?
do you fear
Is
death?
it like an option?
I think we fear death because we don't know like the afterlife and everything.
Yeah, we don't know what waits.
But if they say like, yo guys, if you die, there's a second life in Mars. Like there's a planet outside. If you die, you go there.
There is
and you
a-
become richer or anything.
That's
you
what the
believe.
Bible sells, no? That there's an afterlife, the never-ending life.
But it's that one sounds a little bit fake.
Yeah.
Sounds a little bit fake.
And some people believe it because people live with hope, and if you do not live with hope, you cannot survive.
What do you mean you cannot survive?
Without hope, if you don't
Hope
know,
you mean
Would
Jesus
you-
is coming back? Yeah, that's hope.
yeah, to some people that's a lot of hope, maybe.
So
But
if you
to
don't
me,
have that, you can't live.
some people cling on that to live, I believe.
Yeah,
Those are the broke people.
Yeah,
I don't
I
really.
agree.
Even some rich people.
No,
Nah.
only broke people. Even the statistics dictate. Okay, of course. It depends again on what you understand by rich, and how you'd want to
Anyway,
live.
yeah.
When you're
Riches
rich.
is financial. Like straight up. Financial. If you have money, you're rich.
So you don't want to. You wouldn't want to die today. Why do you still want to live?
Why do I have to live?
Yeah.
I don't know, because death, no one knows what's going. Like I don't know what's going to happen after death. But if it was clear and it was evident, like yo, if you die, bro, you're going to Mars, and Mars guys are richer, and I know guys who have gone to Mars, and
So
They're
you only
balling.
don't
They're
want.
balling.
You only are living
Yeah.
because you are scared of death.
exactly. But if I would die, man, bro. And there's
But what if you just die and stop there? Let's say your life is hard. You're going through the most at some point, and you feel like if I die, maybe it will be better. But so you don't want to face that. You feel like there's stuff I am not ready for. You're satisfied by whatever you've seen on
You
earth,
off yourself.
you know, yeah, personally, me, yeah.
and you want to live on earth for as long as you can.
Yeah.
Ah, too. But then again, not as long. Because I wouldn't want to grow so old.
How old do you want to grow?
80.
90 years. Why? You know, if you kept fit, you can make 100 years when you look like me. Okay, not like me, but
Guy.
yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous. That's
But when you're still balling.
100, no. Man, 100, you can't pee, you can't shit. Your kids, your grandkids don't even visit you. Your wife died before you. No sex.
nobody wants to fuck
Like-
with you.
Oh man, 100 is
Man,
fucked
you
up.
just
Have you seen everyone who's 100?
Yeah.
Like they can't walk, they can't.
They're like dried up. That time, I would be like, yo, do the needful.
100 is fucked.
Because the man above has refused.
There's just-
Anyway, man.
There's too much suffering at 100.
So when you reach 80, you take your life.
No. Yeah, I think I would.
Like,
If I'm still okay, it's cool. But if I'm on that shitting myself vibe, nah,
but
definitely. find
Supposing
a way
you
to
have-
off myself,
a lot of money,
I don't care, man.
and you can
Leave
afford
it to someone.
And you can afford to go.
And I can afford to do what? To
to
shit
pay
on people.
like no to pay someone to take your shit.
To clean me. Personally, I'm a person that wants to do. I want to do things myself, yeah. Don't people take care of me, man.
But I think at that age, I think it's just psychological. Just imagine coming from a phase of life where you've been doing everything you can and then bro, you can't walk anymore.
And someone is doing everything that you're supposed to do.
You can't
Can't even mix a cup of tea.
Exactly. I think at some point it just becomes psychologically torturing.
Would you want to do all that stuff at that age? Maybe you've overdone.
Yes, I want to do it until I die. I want to mix my own cup of tea, man. How do you feel when someone is doing everything for you? Yeah, that moment of.
How much tea do you take?
I don't take a lot of tea.
But why would you miss a cup of tea when you're 80?
Because that's a shit.
It's just context.
But you can still light your
It's just
J.
context.
You can, and forget context. You'd still light your J at 80. So.
Yeah, but can I roll
Your lung
it?
good.
Can I roll it?
Your lungs under that shit.
Would your lungs even handle that? But for a fact.
They won't.
Probably you'll be on oxygen.
As long as I'm alive and I'm breathing,
Probably you'll be on oxygen.
they will
at
put
80.
it through oxygen. I'll be breathing it in. THC.
Do you feel like at 80, if they put you on oxygen, you just take your life?
You can imagine being on oxygen 24/7. You can't even breathe.
80 is really messed up, man. By the time you're 80, your grandkids are practically 18. They're living their own lives.
What if you haven't even
they're having all the fun.
kids?
Your kids are practically now like very old. They have like a full family to run. They don't really give a shit about. They have their own homes. They have their own homes in Mienga, Bonga. Remember before you went to the village, retiring home. You're practically there alone. Your wife, probably she's alive or she died. I think that's one of the reasons we should actually marry women that are younger than us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, what happens if you reach 80 and you don't have like a retiring home?
Damn.
You rent.
Bro, by the time you reach 80 and you don't have a home,
You rent.
bro, you just kill yourself.
You rent. No, man. People rent until
At 80?
As long as you have the money.
At 80?
Yes.
And you don't have a retirement home?
Even at 100.
Even the brokest
There's
guy.
no
At least they
space
say
in
that,
Kampala, bro.
bro. That's why you see most of them, even the brokest people that live in these mad houses, like it's their house. That's where they live. You can't rent at 80, bro.
That's true.
Man, you can't rent at 80.
You can't.
Like, what have you done with your life?
You can't. You can't.
That you didn't even get a child who would probably.
When are you having a child anyway?
Me, bro.
When do you want to have a child?
Next year, or even this. Not this year, can't be possible.
What's like? Are you just going to go on the streets, pick some mama?
Exactly, that's how it is these days, man. We don't really. Bro. I mean.
Because when you just say that I'm going to go and get a wife this year, like,
No, not
looks
really
like-
wife. Like, you've talked of kids. I mean,
like child.
these guys are like, man, that chick. I want a kid from her. And the guy goes nuts in that
One
chick.
of the best.
And the guy there, no, first wait. And the guy there won't even like to get married to
Yeah.
the girl or anything, but just wants a kid from the chick.
Do you want to get married? You don't?
I don't believe in marriage, man.
Why?
I feel like marriage is a scam.
Why do you feel that way?
Marriage. You see, first of all, marriage.
Unrooted.
No, but honestly,
Three is
I
unrooted
don't
book.
believe in marriage. That's just straight up. Marriage is a scam. Like, can't we just meet, have kids, and live together?
And get married. You've been with this person 20 years.
And me
she tells you, man,
and my woman, and we know we love each other, but then we're like, babe.
Do you believe in monogamy or polygamy? Do you want to practice monogamy with your life or polygamy? Do you want to have...
All that applies when you're married, right?
No.
when you have a partner, single partner.
Polygamy is when you can marry more than one partner.
Yeah.
You can have them and not marry them. As long as they're with you and you're living together,
Man,
that's
marriage comes
polygamy.
with a lot of responsibility, bro.
Do you want to... Okay.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of responsibility.
And so is like raising children, I think. Raising children comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, but you know, you can be chilling with your girl and everything is normal. You do everything normally. But then once you get married, boom, straight up enters your head. This chick is supposed to do this. Like, it's cool for her not to bring for you food when you guys were dating. It was cool. You go to the kitchen, get for yourself food and everything. But now once you get married, automatically it's like someone just implants something into your brain that, oh, she's supposed to bring for you food. She's supposed to wait for you to come back home.
But that's
She's
like
not
a
supposed to.
personal thing.
Like that's why I don't believe
How are
in
you going
marriage.
to treat your wife? when you
Like,
get
can't
married?
we live our lives normally?
But some people maybe do that.
They do it. Very many people do it.
Like, can't we
They
date?
have wives and they cook together.
No,
The
can't
man
we?
doesn't expect stuff like that from.
What are you going to
And-
do? What do you do with your girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? What will you do with your girlfriend?
Do you have a girlfriend, bro?
Ah, man, you guys are so mad.
That's
What
okay.
do I do with my girlfriend?
What
no,
would you
do you have
do?
a girlfriend?
What would you
That's
do?
the first
What
thing.
would I do?
Yeah, if you had a girlfriend, how would
What
you
do you
treat her?
mean?
But does he have a girlfriend?
He doesn't.
I don't, man. I'm single. But what do you mean? Yeah, man. Put it on my forehead. And I have a big one.
What would you do?
What do you
to
mean, what
live
would I do?
happily forever?
She's a human being.
Okay.
That's the bottom line. What she can do, I can do. What I can do, she can do. If it's cooking, we are going to cook.
Do you
If
think
it's
that's a
paying
more
the
realistic way
bills,
of
we
living?
have to pay the fucking bills.
Do you think that's a more realistic way of living?
Yeah, it's a more realistic way of living.
No,
Because-
realistic in terms of, do you think if it worked, a lot of people will be living like that? But people have to define. We have to work under systems because systems have also produced some evidence and results to like successful marriages and how they have worked. Because if it is levels like that, hey, she can cook and I can cook. Imagine.
Yeah. She has come back from work, she's
And,
tired.
and we're there with your boys. And your mama calls you, yo, honey, it's your time to cook, man. And you have
Man,
to like,
that's a whole different thing, man. I have to decide, are you living for your boys or you're living for your family? But anyway, man, everyone
girlfriend.
lives their ways.
This is
your
your girlfriend,
girlfriend.
man.
Yeah.
But if you're living together, man, this
she's
is...
your family.
Girlfriend is family.
Yeah, when we are living... Yes, bro.
Girlfriend is family.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're living together with this person.
And you don't
Do you
have-
feel like you simp for beaches?
No, it's not about simping. What do you mean simping? Simping is sin. Yeah, man, I would simp for my woman.
You have to simp for your woman.
What do you mean simping? Because
Like you
when
do
I'm
anything
saying
for women to win so that you can get through their pants.
let them, I want them to win.
Like you do anything to just support
No, I wouldn't do anything, man.
an agenda.
If it, I don't even know how to explain this to you, Mark.
How would you explain it?
If you're winning, I'm okay with it. If it doesn't bother me, you're doing your thing, it's okay.
That's the ideal world.
So, when this is done on the side of a woman by a man, that's simping, right?
Yeah.
But when I do it for you as a fellow man, it's okay.
You're my boy.
I'm your boy. Okay, then I'm going to simp.
For these beaches.
Yes.
No.
But like Snoop say, we're in the other house. Man, I think we should.
Do you guys know about no man? Do you guys know about what? This oral HIV thing, the test kit. Do you guys use HIV test kits?
No.
You just go live?
Ojja kufuna kyonoonya.
Do you do it?
You just go live like chance.
What do you mean?
Like so good. Like maybe you're trusting your God.
No, man, that's the reason for condoms. And another thing, man, you're not going
Do you
to be
genuinely like
testing anyone.
condoms? Better,
I don't
that's why
like
me, I
them, but
prefer
it's
relationship.
about
Do you use
being
condoms?
safe. Yes, I use them, but it's about being safe.
Dolv,
It's
do you
not
use
that I
condom?
like them, man.
How often do you use condom?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
You never have sex
It
without
just has to
condom.
be on, bro.
You don't
Someone
have
you
like a
don't
girlfriend
trust, man. You don't have someone you trust.
No.
You're cheating on your
I
girlfriend.
even say it's done.
Yeah, because man, if you have her and you trust her and you've tested and you can
But
go
what
back
if
to
she's
test-
cheating, man? You can't trust the girlfriend. man.
yeah, man, you can't trust.
You can't trust the person that you're not living with anyway, man. You don't own this person. So this person is going to do whatever they want to do. So,
But man, I think it's it. I think HIV is just chance.
Wait, so no, stop drumming.
I think it is written in your story.
I think HIV is actually just chance. If you're going to get it, you get it.
Because man, imagine how many
many
other techniques you'd skip it, like at the hospital on guy pricked some guy with HIV, then carried it on.
And put it inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because
But do you feel like people generally really just look at people and judge them by face value? Like,
Yes.
like HIV was another, or
No, generally.
and why do you think they have refused to like create a drug? They're doing all these kits, the oral kits. Guys can just test with saliva, but they're not creating the drug.
But
Why
yeah,
do
you
they
see,
want people to
things
have-
move in processes, yeah? People with HIV
It's been long, man.
started with 4 pills, but now they can swallow even 1 pill a day. So things move gradually. Something is coming.
They can swallow
Someone
one.
will.
Yeah, actually, that
People can
injection.
swallow 1 pill a day. So people go for injections for months, bro.
How do you know about their shit?
Because why wouldn't you know? Information is out there. Information is out there. So if you're not going for the information, it's not my problem. You're ignorant about something. I'm trying to teach you. I'm educating you. Should be thankful.
It's very rare for me to like know like shit before, but yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
important to.
People, these HIV guys started with swallowing 4 pills a day, even 6 pills. They moved to 3, 2. Now they can
What were
even
these
do
pills
1.
you were swallowing? Are they
The
like
ARVs, of course.
okay? Like what I want to understand, by the way, if you guys have ideas. 'cause
The tablets or capsules. Is that what you're asking?
No, not like tablets or capsules. Do they like have specific value? Like 1 pill caters for this.
No,
another caters for this.
Just something to balance your I think immune system. Because remember, AIDS kills the immunity system. So you need
So they're
something
balancing the
that
HIV.
will supplement it.
Why do you think HIV spreads most? In
Because man, it's
schools?
sex.
No, ghettos.
Like in
It's
schools
sex.
or in
I think ghettos, like those hoods, and
Slums.
and
Why?
because people are having
These guys
sex
are
the most
outlaws,
sex.
man.
Are you saying
Let's look at the stats. Where is sex the most?
the stats saying Barara has most people with HIV? And it's women mostly.
I've been to Mbarara at night.
Women also have more sex, more
They
HIV
have more
cases than
HIV
men. Eh?
than like 2 times than men.
No. I watched.
Where now? What was
The women have more.
We
AIDS.
have more HIV cases in women
Of course, because women there.
Oh,
the
I thought you were
population is
talking
higher.
about Mbara.
than in men.
I think the population is higher.
Anyway,
So obviously.
I'd say something, but then I better to keep it.
Bruh, that shit. What are you going to say?
Black China. Anyway, go ahead.
Let me just look at the stats. Then we talk about.
But the Mbra stats are crazy. Crazy.
And actually, I was reading a request from Moses in Slack. Dolv,
Yeah,
as an artist, what's your way out?
my way out.
Yeah.
A rich woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's honest.
A rich woman.
That's honest.
What?
That's
That is
honest.
not achievable.
How do I achieve that?
How do you achieve that?
Who are in
I mean,
at Kepasa
how do
right
people
now?
achieve
A rich woman or a rich white woman?
No, not a rich white woman, a rich woman.
The color doesn't matter.
Oh, it does.
The color doesn't
If
matter.
that body is fat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then what next? After you get a rich white woman.
Some
Not
babies are
rich
eating
white.
some
After I
money.
get a rich woman.
So
Not a rich white woman. Nah.
after you get a rich
Color
woman.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
I mean, but anyway, let me be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah.
This is how I look at it. Music makes you become somebody in the society. And that leads to opportunity to meet new people. And when you meet new people, you're going to meet people doing better than you. And everyone wants to associate with people doing better than them. So exactly, that's where the woman comes in. The white, the black woman.
There's
So
this panic.
you feel like what's lacking in your life is are you going to marry this woman you met?
Rich woman.
Of course.
But
But you don't believe in marriage.
rich woman.
remember?
No, I mean, that's the way out. You said the way out.
As long as it's beneficial.
It's beneficial, bro.
He believes in it. This is the Yahoo boys, man.
Bro.
Have you guys really feel like you've told us so much about your project, upcoming project?
Yeah.
The music. Do you have new music coming?
Yeah, probably. Actually, next month on the 17th, I'll be dropping new music.
Just like one song?
No, just one song.
Take me through your process. How do you create like a song? How do you think about the song? How do you start? Like now I'm going to get this out. Take me through the process.
There's actually no process. It's just consistency. The more you record, you see.
How do you start like to think of a song like yo? Like that's what I want to understand. Like do you just dream about
No.
an idea?
Don't do that shit.
Do you be seated there with friends and you pick up on like a line a friend has said? Do you feel like you're unique? Your music is unique?
I've had people actually say those things like, "Hey guys, I dreamt about this. I was seated with my friends. This word came up."
Yeah.
I don't know, me, unfortunately, that's not how I draw my inspiration. You sit down, normally, like you're going to work, and you're like, today let me work. So you're like, today let me write a song. So maybe say you have a beat, and you're writing on the beat. Yeah, and then just the vibe just naturally just starts creating itself. So whatever comes up, the vibe, that's what you come up with, and then the song is produced.
Then you hit up like a producer,
Yeah, hit up a producer.
then they come up with a beat, or you also have an idea of a beat.
It depends. If the producer is a hit maker,
There are producers who only produce hits.
yes, they're like they're there. Like J5, let me say London, let me say Uganda, Nassim.
Like, what do you mean only that this guy only produces a hit?
Like you see,
Isn't it the marketing? Isn't it all this other stuff that's involved?
I don't know. I believe you see that people who are blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people who are blessed. So let me give an example of Nassim. So if Nassim is blessed and for him is lucky. So if I work with Nassim, I'm practically playing with his luck as well. You understand? Like I'm not lucky, but he's a lucky guy. So if I work with him, the luck may be on his side, and it's his day to hit. And through that, a song is going to be made. So those are the guys you can work with. Then there are also producers who are not known.
Yeah.
Those are the guys where you can chip in your ideas and everything. If it's a bigger producer or something, you let the guy
Just
do
let
his
it
thing.
play.
Yeah, you let the guy do his thing.
Then from you get the song, it's already marketed because it's a good producer. Oh, that's also now on you.
I mean, it depends.
For you, tell me about what you've been doing. Tell me your experience.
For me,
Yeah.
you produce and you've reached the producer process.
Mm.
You produce, the guy gives you your song.
Yeah.
Sometimes the producer gives you the song and it's not really well mixed and mastered and everything. I know these days sound is key. Even people who don't know about music, they listen to a song that are like, what is this? So practically these days sound is really, really, really key.
When you say people who don't know about music but they listen to your songs, what do you mean? Like, which people know about music?
I mean,
Know something like,
I mean the everyday artists, the everyday what? The everyday fans.
yeah.
The everyday fans. Like they really listen to music. They know what a good song sounds like. They know what's mixed and mastered. I mean, actually, let me give you an example of Big Chill. Party after party. I wish you had guys are like, nah, this song it was recorded like in a bedroom or something. Yeah, so fans are there. They actually listen to that stuff and they follow. They're like, yeah, it's a nice song, but nah, the sound. I mean, guys have expensive earphones these days. Guys have expensive words. So practically,
You can
you
literally
do trash.
like
They're going to
8D audio.
topically listen to the trash you've made. So now you have to invest in the sound as well, and that's also expensive as fuck. The mixing part and the mixing and mastering. I think that's like the most expensive part of music on audio form.
As an artist, how would you wish to be managed? Like, what's your idea of good management to get you to like superstardom?
Good money. I think good money starts with the sign-on fee. That's the first thing for the artist. You know, Americans
Yeah.
or Nigerians,
Yeah.
before they sign you, they're going to just give you a sign-on fee for free, just for your signature. And they're going to give you like 10 milli as an artist. And they're like, go and sort yourself out.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
You just play around with the guys 10 milli just like that.
No,
You don't sign.
it's a sign-on fee. You sign, they give you the money.
Okay.
You understand? It's a sign-on fee. You first put your signature, and then they give you a 10 milli, and they're like,
Change your life.
they're like, this is nothing. No, not even to change your life. Like, bro, go and fix yourself.
Buy some new clothes.
Just for like, it's not even like it's not part of the budget of the label yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just for you. Go and buy clothes, a phone if you want. If you don't buy the phone, they're going to buy it for you still. But just go and fix your life. Go and chill for like 2 weeks or a month, and then we start working. So that's to me, that's what I think. It's like the first step I look at, like at someone who wants to manage me. You have to be able to give me that sign-on fee.
What's the market price for Ugandan guys? Let's say, how much is Swang's Avenue putting on table? Do you have an idea, you as an artist?
Songs
Like on sign-on fees? Are they doing it?
I don't think Ugandans do that. I don't think Ugandans do sign-on fees.
No one is managing people in that strategy,
Yes.
like Nigerians. But Marvin does that.
Yes, not Nigerians, they do. Those guys are way ahead of us. First, guy is going to look at giving you 10 million and it's like, man, 20 million, there are 3 videos, they're 12 wasting that money. And yet these guys are just going to give you that money and they're like, go and do whatever you want for a month. But after a month, we start working. Just go and sort yourself out. But here in Uganda, guys won't sign you today, tomorrow, bro. Let's work. The guy hasn't looked deeper into your life as an artist. Like, come on. Everyone is going through things. Everyone wants things.
Aligned.
Yes, everyone has like things behind them that they're keeping secret and it's really pressing them. So you're not going to just come and tell someone, guy, I'm signing you. Guy won't be like, oh, okay. But the guy still has his stress. Still has his stress and everything. So you're never really going to know. At the end of the
So as an artist, you look at the signing as a Jesus to save your life.
every artist. There's no artist that blows without a label. In this world, there's no.
Make me. We did you with the labels.
That's just rap. That's
Okay, of course, yeah.
to give
True,
you
true,
inspiration
true,
and
true.
everything. But there's no artist in this world.
For real?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Was he signed to a label?
Was Michael Jackson signed to a label?
I don't know.
He was. These guys are signed like to 10 labels.
Yeah. But let me just Google that. Let me just be sure. MJ was.
I think it was actually Sony or something.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the conversation. Let's just finish the conversation.
Yeah. Let's finish the conversation. And
Yeah, he was signed to Sony, Epic, Motion, Motown.
you see, these guys are signed like to 10 labels. Just imagine being signed to Swans, being signed to Marvin's at once, being signed to Universal at once. So that's why those guys are that big.
What's your dream label? Do you have like a label you want to be signed onto?
I mean, there are very many right now. Of course, everyone looks at the American ones because those guys, they almost run the music industry.
But then, when you look at the guys that have managed from down here, see Keko, we've not gotten any results. You'd expect that if Keko had signed to like Sony, she'd have blown up, but she didn't. She instead was suffocated. She actually came out sometimes to like rant about the signings. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem is, you see these artists, they they blow up on their local shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They blow up on their local shit, and then when they get signed, these labels want
Just pull this mic, like, and down. Put it down. Yeah.
they blow up on their local shit, and then when they get signed, the label is like, bro, we can't. You have to open up routes to no, labels always come with bigger dreams, like big dreams and everything. So they're going to tell you, fine, you're big in Uganda, but you're supposed to now get big across the world. And then this artist,
Could they spot a talent for just spotting it, like in Uganda? Like, let's say you, Sony spots you, your music is good, but you're not yet big in Uganda. And can they even make you big in Uganda itself? Do they have the power to do it?
Uganda, as I know it, yeah, Uganda, they can.
But we don't have any cases of that. Why don't we have cases of big labels coming down for Uganda?
Because most artists in Uganda, they do that shit for Ugandans.
How do you mean?
You understand?
No.
Like, I was giving you an example of Keko.
Yeah.
Keko's music was typically for Ugandans. This is how we do it. Then she had what other song? She had some other songs there in her local language as well.
Akelo.
And that's the stuff we dance to in bars and everything. But when a label comes, the label is going to tell you, bro, you have to go international. So you have to change your game. And then when you change your game, you're not in your comfort zone, remember. And then things fail to work out because you're not in your comfort zone straight away.
I thought the labels, when they sign you, there is like space for you to experiment until you perfect like their zone. Like how have the Burna Boys done it? The Wizkids, how have they done it to like become really big? Right now, Wizkid has music with Chris Brown, and it's Chris Brown who shares the music. Then he comes and retweets it. Like it's to that level where.
But you see, Nigerians are on a really different level. You know, for us, we just look at Nigerians and we're like, how has Burna Boy done it? How has Burna Boy done this? But we forget that these guys sing typical. 85% is in English.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing we keep brushing off. Like, look at the Olamides. Look at the Finos. They sing in their language, but they're big.
Yeah.
But there's something limiting them. But then the Burna Boys, they come and they sing what we understand. And they're growing out a very, very, very big artists. But now, us Ugandans, we just want to limit ourselves to the local market. And we just look at Nigerians and you're like, how have those guys done it? How have those guys... Come on, those guys sing English, man. And for us, how many artists here sing English?
You're singing in English.
No. First. I mean, now me, I may be singing in English, but there are some factors that I don't really have.
Yeah.
That other artists have. Let me say, Fig for Maker.
We've had rappers like Fig for Maker, by the way. He has tried to sing in English, right? Does he have music in English? No.
I mean, he tries. He has.
But he could sing in English.
Yes, like he throws in some little few words, and you can see where that's taking him.
Let's look at Navio, Yamith, Ryonga, guys who have really been singing in English for a very long time, and it has. I know for a fact the Myth was once signed by Kinetic. Ryonga's too.
Yeah.
I think even Navi, I'm not so sure. But besides that, we know that they really are good at what they do.
Yeah.
We have not seen them get to that level of like artist success of look at what Badman Boy is doing, like doing shows out there, like headline shows, like let's say also just achieve the bare minimum, like what Kenzo has done. Like go to different countries, pull up shows that are strictly just about you. Maybe they've done this, maybe I don't know, but it's not common. Oh, we would know. How come we've not had that?
You see, music, to me, I think music, it's about hits. So, Navio, The Myth, they may be wonderful rappers. They may be very good flow, I don't know, like flow gods. They may have punchlines that no one has ever done before. But at the end of the day, if you can't create a hit, you're not going to perform anywhere else.
What does it take to create a hit?
I think luck. And the components of it, like the things that build up to a hit as well. And the rest you just have to pray that it works out.
What are those components?
I mean, let me say...
To you.
No, let me say...
Let's look at hits. Give me like 5 songs from Uganda you think these are top 5 hits.
Like world, like international wise, or
Ugandan songs that this is a hit from Uganda.
definitely Party After Party. That's a hit.
Do you think that was just luck for Big Chill?
No, I just think the song was really good. Like even despite the bad
I
ugly
believe
sound,
all Chameleon songs have been hits.
Chameleon
Is
sound.
that a hit? Like, because one, these guys could like release a song,
Yeah.
then do a concert at the end, like let's say of the year, just out of that song, because that song has made rotation everywhere through the bars. Is that like what's a hit? Is that what Gravity is doing? Every song he releases is a hit, so he's in position to actually pull like a concert, because that's like what defines hits in Uganda. If an artist can get concerts out of their music, then those are hits. You'd call Azawi's music hits. Is it just good music or are they hits?
I think Azawi just has good music.
No hits.
No, she doesn't really.
Slow dancing.
It's a good song.
What's that as song of the album that made a lot of noise? Slow dancing and what?
She has Bamutute. She has
Bamutute. Those are just.
This is my.
Those are not hits.
Yeah, I feel like those are just good songs and backed with marketing, just kills everything, just makes everything.
Who else has made a hit apart from Party After Party? Is a hit what crosses borders?
To me, I think so. To me, I think a hit is what crosses borders, because right now the artists like Chameleon, they're not really going to make hits. They're just going to make good songs, and with their power,
Yeah.
it's automatically going to be a hit.
So which other songs do you believe are hits?
City of Loss, mad hit. What's that other song Eddie Kenzo did?
Weekend.
Stamina.
Stamina was a hit.
Stamina was a mad. Actually, I think hits are songs whereby you're going to just listen. You're going to go to the club, they're playing it, radio, they're playing it. You're going to be chilling, and you're going to be chilling, walking around, and some kid is going to run around you singing the song.
But marketing can achieve that. Azawi has achieved that.
By the way, marketing has that.
Yeah. Nigerians have achieved that through. Do they? Because you see, I also got to know that they have like DJs who that is why we've even like in July alone we could handle getting a ton of Nigerian artists.
Yeah.